Welcome to another review room tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about reviewers and judges. So if you take your attention to the left hand side of the page under the reviewers section, what you're going to see are two reviewer groups. And the reason for that is we've added two reviewer groups to this particular review room. So here what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on the local judges option, and that's going to take us inside the local judges area. So once we're in this section, basically what you're going to see is the group of judges that exists. Right now there's just this one judge group and one judge, and the reason, as we said before, is that when you create a group, by default review room will add one user in that group. Now the next step in the process is if you want to add new judges, what you can do is click on the add reviewers option, and in the add reviewers option you can type the email address, first name and last name of the judge that you want to enter, and then you can press add user, or you can just import from a CSV file. Now importing from a CSV file is great because it'll let you upload a lot of users at the same time. But let's click on enter manually and let's throw in a test user. So let's put in test account plus to so this is an email address that I have, and so now I'm going to go in and just test last name and add this in. So as soon as I do, what you'll see is that this user has been added, and now I can close this window. Now the main thing to note here is, well, the user was added, so that's great, but the thing is that this user currently doesn't even know how to log in because they don't have their account information. Now we're going to be sending that account information to them by selecting the user and then going to the send emails button and then clicking on use selected, but instead of a plain email which we usually send, let's send them account login information. And then all you have to do is continue to review and send, and then click on the send button. Here you'll see what's going to be sent to the person. Here you're going to see the people who are going to get that email, and then you can just press the send button. Now the thing to note is that you don't quite want to send your judge the account login information until the point where you're ready for them to start looking at applications. So before anything gets going, let's see what things look like from the perspective of a judge. So if you first look at the situation, you'll see that this judge currently has 0 assignments. That means no applications have been assigned to this judge. Well, that's problematic because even if the judge logs in, they're not going to be able to see anything. So what you need to do at this point is click on this nice little button at the top left called Assignments. If you click on it, what you're going to see on the left-hand side is a list of submissions, and on the right-hand side, you're going to see a list of judges that are available. So we only have 2 judges, and both of them show up. So if I click on this one application, then I can say, well, this application, let's say that this judge will take a look at it. Both judges will take a look at it. But for this other application, let's get this one judge to look at it. And then what I can do is I can press save. There's a lot more in that interface that we can talk about, and we'll go back to it. But for the time being, this judge has 1 assignment, this judge has 2 assignments. That's great. Now let's click on this little button here on the right hand side, which is this little person icon, and when I click on it, it's going to make me assume the role of that person, which means that I'm going to see, as an administrator, absolutely everything that the judge would see when logging in and looking at things. So essentially you're going to see things from a reviewer's perspective. Now when you first come in, this is the interface that you're going to see. There's a category selection, and then you're currently on local applicants, but I can click on global applicants as well, and you're going to see something interesting, which is no matter which one I go to, it says that I have no submissions. But that's really strange because I already gave myself or assigned myself some applications. So why is that I'm not seeing anything? There's a very good answer to that. So before I enter it, let's go back to our accounts, and you're actually going to hear about that in part 2 of this tutorial, where we're going to discuss why I wasn't able to see the applications that I was assigned to, even though I'm currently assigned to 2. So you'll see that in part 2 of the Manage Judges interface. Stay tuned for that.